Hello and welcome to Crafty Tuesday. Hope you're all keeping nice and warm. Oh, it's a bit chilly, isn't it? And how many of you have had snow? We haven't had much snow, but we've had a little bit of snow down here in Worthing. Not enough to build a snowman, though. So cold that I've even had to bring my cup of tea with me to Crafty Tuesday. Mmm. That's lovely. Lovely to have a cup of tea. Keep my hands warm. Well, I said last week, didn't I? Chinese New Year. We did a week early because it's Chinese New Year this Friday, I think. And today we're going to look at things we could do for Valentine's Day. You can make cards, you can do all sorts of things. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you some ideas. I'm not going to do them all because there are so many different things that we could do that it would be the longest Crafty Tuesday we've ever had. Well, you can see this lovely card I've made here, and I'll get back to that in a minute. But the first thing I was going to do was just show you this. That is very, very simple because I can show you how to do two things at once. What I'm going to do is show you a quick and easy way to make a heart. The thing to do is get a piece of red card and just fold it in half. It can be white card if you want a white heart, and draw up to the crease half of a heart. Makes a big, big difference if the pencil you're using has got a lead in it. So just draw. Don't think you can see it, what I've done, but you just draw it half like that. Then with some scissors, grown-up time, get a grown-up to help you if you're only little, cut out the heart shape. And if you do half a heart, like you'll see the shape when I've cut it out, like that, when you open it up, you get your whole heart shape. The good thing about that is then both sides of the heart are even. You can draw a heart, but I always struggle a bit making each side of it even. You're going to need that for something we're going to do later on. But what you can do if you want is that when you've made your heart shape, with a bit of sellotape, just stick it onto a piece of white card. And with paints, you can either do it with a sponge or do it with finger paints. You just go and just go dunk, dunk, dunk like that all over the white. Make sure you go right down the edges as well, and you get left with that lovely heart shape. If you do it on a smaller piece of paper, you can bend it in half like I've done over there and make it into a lovely Valentine's card. So that's very simple. You can do it. I've done it in red and pink there, and a sort of pinky purple colour. You could do it in whatever colours you like. Now, this bit of red card that I've been left with here, you could turn it into a heartman. Should we call this a heart man? I don't know what you want to call it, but I'm calling it a heart man. There he is, look. Whoops, my card's fallen over. There he is. Isn't he super? I love him. And he's so, so simple, because all you have to do is you get your heart, like I just showed you, and then with the bits of card that are left over, you just cut strips out with it. Again, it's grown-up time to help you. It's a good idea if you make these strips fairly thin. The first time I did it, I made the strips too wide, and it wasn't really as good. So you get your strip like that, cut it in half. And do you remember last week we made fans for Chinese New Year, and I showed you about bending one way and back, one way and back. I said you could do that, and we had big pieces of card, and then we opened it up into a fan. Well, you can do exactly the same again, and you get like that. Do it so you've got 4 strips like that. Here they are, one way, then back, one way, back. one way back. You just keep doing that. And when you've done them all, you have to do 4 of them, just with sellotape. Just take some sellotape, all in my magic box here. Dear, 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 Echo's making a lot of noise, isn't he? Do you know, I think that the minute we start doing Crafty Tuesday, Echo gets so excited about the crafts that he starts wanting to join in. I always say to my friends, Echo knows when it's Crafty Tuesday. There you are. Just stick them on with sellotape like that, and then do the legs the same way. I've done the legs a bit wider. I think some people do have, I think legs are a bit wider, aren't they, than arms? So it doesn't really matter. One way back, one way back, one way back. You'll be singing that to yourselves today, won't you? New Crafty song, new Crafty Tuesday song, one way back. That's a thought, one way back. There we are. And then stick those on the bottom so that it looks like the legs. And then when you've done that, remember when you stick it on, you need to stick it on the right way round, but it's very obvious which is the right way round to stick it. You don't, again, you might need a grown-up to help you, but that's not a problem. Grown-ups like to help, I'm sure. My experience is they like to do crafts as well. And there you are, there's his legs. And then with some sticky eyes or whatever else you've got, I've seen what I've got here. I've got a gold pen. I can put a smiley face on, a big smiley face on. There's a smiley face. And then just get some sticky eyes. I've got some sticky eyes here. Put the sticky eyes on. Make sure you put 2. If you've got sticky eyes, make sure they're the same. Otherwise he looks a bit ski-whiffed, doesn't he? I've just put this bit in the wrong place. I've just realised that. It's me telling you to do it right, and I've done it wrong myself. I said, be careful you do it the right way round, and then did it the wrong way round myself. But that's it. Stick the legs back on. And there you are. There he is. And then you can write round the top if you've got a pen. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine. That's a word I can never spell, is Valentine. I find it quite difficult to spell. In fact, the first one I did yesterday, I made a spelling mistake on it and my friend had to tell me. And you can put I love you. And you could make this for Granny, for Grandpa, your next door neighbour, Mum, Dad, all the different people you could make that for. Isn't that lovely? Just make sure the legs stay a bit bendy. That's it. So there we are. We've got 2 of these now. Okay. Now, I said to you we're going to come back to this. This is a love bug. Very simple. The heart, do you remember I showed you how to do hearts? That's done on white card. It's just stuck onto the card, the black card. And then I've drawn like butterflies have. Can you see? So it looks a little bit like a butterfly or a bug. I've just written love bug. And I've put it on a bit of black card that you can stand up like that. So that's another thing you can do. So many things. I found some nice bits of canvases that I'd used before, and they were just in my craft cupboard, and I just made a picture like that. And then the last thing I did was using these pots here, these coffee pots. Don't know if Mum gets coffee in one of those, or Granny or Dad. And I just stuck bits of paper on them with PVA glue, then stuck it over the top at the end. And you've got a nice little pot with hearts on that you can keep your pencils in. Gosh, isn't there a lot you can do for Valentine's Day? So get going. There's some nice colourings on our Facebook page, and there are colourings that you can get the grown-ups to do. You can tell mum, dad, granny, grandpa, aunties and uncles that there's lots and lots to do. That's my favourite. Keep nice and warm. Don't forget to drink warm drinks like I am. Keep safe, and we'll see you next week at Crafty Tuesday. Goodbye.